Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're here to talk about a new bag that I picked up, the TPXL from Veto Pro Pack. Now, part of the reason for this is I found myself continuously overstuffing the TP4B. And y'all have seen this video. I've got a couple videos of the loadout on this. So if you've not seen this before, look on the channel. There's a video of this loadout that'll show everything in it. We're not going to cover it today. So I've pretty much moved to everything in here is my insulated tools. So this still has a full loadout, everything that I need for most electrical things. But there's so many things that I run into with what I do, which rental property, construction, everything basically. So let's see what I've put in this to be my main take-in bag. Because this one wasn't quite cutting it, and the Tech MCT was just getting to be, that's too much to bring in every single time. This is just a nice size. I've had this on the truck now for a couple of weeks, running it pretty solid, and kind of, you know, things change as you move along with a new bag. So, go ahead and open this up, and this is what we're looking like right now in the bag. I went ahead and went with some of my normal little kits from Wera that I really like. Up here in the top, I have some Fluke leads, and these are their nice silicone leads with the tips that you turn and it comes out. I don't know if y'all pull those right out. Yeah, these are the nice silicone ones. See right there? Let's see if that'll just show you. See how that tip, you just turn it and it'll cover the tip up pretty close. Anyway, really nice leads. I love their silicone stuff. The ones that come sometimes with the meters are just not to that level. So they're expensive little leads, but they're worth having. But anyway, outside of the bag, I like this one too because it comes with 3 of these tape clips. These metal clips. I'm not sure yet what I'd use the one on the very front for unless I grab me another little Stabila deal for leveling outlet sets and things like that. But, well, shower manifolds, everything really, that's what that little doohickey's for. But on this bag too, they go ahead and give you the metal chains for your tape. And I ordered one to go with it so that I could get an extra bag for free with the extra $5 I spent. So I have 2 of these now. I'll probably move one of them to the Tech bag. Got my Milwaukee Surge 12 volt right here on the side, little impact. I run that a lot. Sometimes it will have my Festool CXS, the little drill on here. But for this bag, I'm going with that. Lots of extra little rings and stuff for hanging things. I usually throw some little carabiners on here and stuff. Staying with this side, I went with one of the Sharpie gels. I really like those little markers. And apparently that one on that side is still brand new. Got another one on this side. Like to have 2 markers at least. And Wera 825 1RA. And I'll go ahead and show you those numbers if it focuses for you good enough. This is the ratcheting screwdriver from Wera. It has a magnetic tip, very strong magnet. This is an extremely well working setup. And you just flip back and forth here, whether you want ratchet, forward, reverse, press here, and you have your little carousel of bits. Look at that. So you can customize exactly what you want to carry with you all the time with this driver. But it's got the Wera stuff where it automatically stops if it's rolling on something. It'll stop for you. So anyway, there's that. The other side, usually on the outside, I like to at least keep a Phillips number 2 nice and handy. So I stuck one there. This is a glove clip, and these are on eBay, I believe, is where I get sets of these. They just have a clamp thing here that you squeeze. The other end is the same way. So if you need a little clamp, you can reverse it or whatever. But real nice because you can just clamp them on your mechanic's gloves or whatever you like to carry. Some electrical tape. And I usually carry a colored electrical tape like this instead of just your normal black, because labeling wires, sometimes it's really nice. You can just fold this over, grab your Sharpie, and write what the wire's for or whatever on it, and it's really nice that way. Little tape loop here, and this is a flame sensor cleaner. When you're working on rentals a lot of calls you get in the winter are no heat calls, and a lot of the time all it is a dirty flame sensor. You can go ahead and clean it, and the furnace will go ahead and work. Most of the time, though, that's the end of the flame sensor before too long, and you might as well get them going and then go ahead and get one ordered or run by the supply house and grab one. if you don't carry them. And of course, this is the little set I showed a while back, the little Wera Zyklop set. I'll just open this and kind of do a quick little show of what's in it, if y'all remember. This has got the metric from 5.5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 8, 10, 12, and 13 for sockets, extension, lots of good driver bits in here. Just a nice little set to carry. So this is their multi-Zyklop, where you can flip it from a screwdriver, ratcheting screwdriver, to a regular little ratchet, 1/4 inch ratchet. Nice little set to keep, especially when you carry one of their bit checks here. And I carry their tool check that is the standard SAE type right here in the front. And the reason for that is now I've got my metric sockets and my SAE. I have another one of these in metric, but it lives in a different bag. So this is just a perfect little setup. Gives me the little stubby screwdriver, the little baby ratchet, where if you're in a serious pickle, these are just, they're all that. They really are. Man, I've run into some spots for that. But has a lot of bits in this. Double rack of bits there. Pretty much whatever you need between these two sets, you have most of your bits. Moving back, of course I really like Wera, so this is going to be a set of Wera L keys right here, and they're the ones that have, you know, of course, well, if I can get that to do it for me. There we go. They have the ball end right there, as well as a standard tip on the other end. So nice little set of Wera L keys, and these are the standard SAE version. And then behind it, for some reason, I'm going to get another soft pack because I like them better for some reason than I like these. These are the Wera ones that click apart like that. So now you have them. And this is the metric set right there. They come in the little click together kit. But all the way up to a 10, and that's a big L key. So there's all L key, standard metric. Down in the front here, there's little pockets right down here in the front, if you can see them. And I carry some Wago lever nuts. Heard about these from an electrician here on YouTube, and he swears by them pretty well. Sparky Channel. So he pretty well talked me into those. I mainly carry them for the really crazy moments. Wire nuts are for everything, but for really crazy situations where you need something like this, having a lot of connections like that, these seem to be the best quality I've been able to find. You may know something better, but they're very expensive, I know that. So you don't just use them to put two wires together or something usually, unless you're working in a situation where there's just no wire to spare. Of course, voltage sniffer. You got to have a voltage sniffer in every bag pretty well. There's one on here, one on here, one on the other one. And this little tool I've gotten really hooked on having lately. This is the Knipex, what are they called? The Cobalt. These are the Cobalts. Nice little set, and I got them just with the dipped handles. I don't like the rough dip. The smooth dip is actually pretty nice if you need a smaller tool than having the comfort grip type handles. Like they're more the size of what these electrical ones are. You know, the comfort grips are fairly fat handled. But nice little set. There's those numbers on those. These are great if you need to nip off a screw or something that's really heavy duty. This will cut through it. This is solid. Then an occasional lifesaver, the Wera bendy screwdriver. And they've got a narrow profile one of these as well, but this one I like because the end is actually a lock-in situation. So you just lock your normal, and they're just normal 1/4 inch bits right there. So nice little driver, Wera 392, 1/4 inch by 180 millimeter. It's a really nice one to keep in there. And I went with my bigger bag has my big multimeters and all that, but I went ahead and went with a Fluke 324 Plus for this bag. It's just, it has pretty well everything you need. Nice basic meter, and it has a real nice thin profile here to it, so it doesn't make my bag get so fat like the multimeters do. But it'll still do my voltage, my amps, my temperatures, everything else. And while we're talking about that, up in the very top of here, I like to keep a set of the wires. Of course, this bag has the nice hook. We might as well say that while we're there. So you can hang this like on an outdoor condensing unit, or just wherever you happen to be working. It's got a nice hook that just tucks up in here. But up here, I've got leads. Well, I can pop these off and just show you. These are insulated alligator clamps. And sometimes they snap right on these other Fluke silicone leads, so you can put whatever tips you need. But these are great if you need to check a wire, hook your meter up, and be able to turn a switch on and off and see exactly what's going on with that wire. Great little thing for doing that, where you're not trying to needing to have two people. You can set your stuff up and get things done. Back behind here, a couple of Wiha thermostat drivers, and they're just the little Pico Finish Wihas. Like those pretty good. Got to keep a pair of scissors, and I've got, oh, what are these called? These are the Klaus Titaniums. Nice pair of scissors right there for cutting whatever. And they've even got a little screw shear right there on it too. But I don't think Lowe's has those anymore, but those Klaus scissors are really nice. Little Milwaukee flashlight, and this is the one, of course, USB chargeable right there, so I can charge it right in the truck or off of one of my USB battery packs. I'm gonna have to retuck those at some point here, aren't I? Anyway, we'll just take them out for the moment. We're looking at this bag anyway. Let's just unload some stuff. Moving across, number 2 square drive, Wera, nice to have. Number 2 Phillips, and these have the, let's see if we can get that to actually work. Ah! It's going to be annoying. There it is. Laser tips. Love those laser tips like that right there. Then T25. I just run into these, you know, a lot. So I carry a T25. If you just need to tighten one up, or some crazy person screwed in an outlet box with one, you've got it. Big flathead, and this is a striker flathead from Wera. So you're able to actually hit these with a hammer. Harden tips so they don't chip out. Bolster that you can actually put a wrench on. Nice little setup. Little tiny laser flathead. This is a 4mm. Really nice for a lot of little stuff with outlets and everything. Then the ones I'm kind of breaking in a little bit here. And I've got another little set of Wera screwdrivers right there for thermostats. They probably could move to another bag. This I'm trying to really narrow down to just what I need in this bag, so it's not overweighted at all. You can finally see what the machining looks like on these. It's those NWS ones. Now, how good they'll be, I don't know, but they've worked okay for the first couple of weeks. We're going to keep pushing them. Probably end up sliding some new Knipex in there, Knipex, however you want to say it, to straighten out that up, because I do like my Knipex a lot. Little outlet tester, got to have one of those on a rental. You never know. So many little things. I don't know what all might be down in the very bottom, but that's kind of about what's on this bag. Now it has another pouch back here on the back, and you can put an iPad in here. And I believe my 12.9-inch Pro actually fits in here, which is really cool for me. So I do a lot of estimating and all that with an iPad, as well as invoicing through Square and Joist and all that. So I can carry that right on the back of my bag that does the majority of my little jobs, and have it all in the job site with me. Send them a bill as soon as I'm done. We can close this thing out and be finished. Has a little strap right here where you could throw some stuff to. Of course, tape clips everywhere on this thing, but I'm pretty good about wearing a tape, so I don't really need them that much. But that's what I've done with this new bag so far. That's kind of a first loadout. We'll use this thing for the next years, and I'll probably revisit this if there's any major changes to it in a year or two. But so far, I love it. Hope y'all are having a good year end. Had a good Christmas and all that. We're headed into 2021, and here's hoping it's not any worse than 2020. Glad we've survived it so far. Well, we'll see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to check out some other videos on Wera, Knipex, and these bags. I've got lots of Vito videos here on the channel. Also, there'll be links in the description below for these tools. If you use them, they are affiliate links. There are KC Tool and Amazon links. Feel free to use those. They help support the channel, help me get more cool tools. Thank y'all for watching. We'll see y'all on the next one.